Yahawah formed nations in the womb. You were not random. You were written. So DNA, I'm just using this as a metaphor. Don't necessarily trust what science, what man has done with this idea of DNA. Certainly don't trust that. However, when we look at it, it does help us understand that there is a DNA marker. There is this covenant DNA that, if you will, just using it as a metaphor, this connection, this spiritual connection that we have with the Most High. And there were two nations that were in the womb with Yahawah, with Jacob. But Jacob was the one that was chosen. Two babies, two nations, only one chosen. So if you have that, I'll read it.
Yeah, Genesis 25, 21 through 24.
21 through 23.
21 through 23. And Yitzhak prayed to Yahawah for his wife because she was barren. And Yahawah answered his prayer, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And within her, the children struggled together. And she said, "If all is right, why am I this way?" So she went to ask Yahawah. And Yahawah said to her, "Two nations are in your womb, and two peoples shall be separated from your body, and one people shall be stronger than the other, and the older serve the younger."
That is very revealing. The struggle started in the womb. It didn't start once they were on earth and all these nations were developed, and grew, etc. But the struggle started in the womb. And yet, one nation was chosen even in the womb. To me, that's another powerful message of the covenant relationship that Yahawah has with his chosen people. Any thoughts on that verse?
Yeah, I love that. Women have this ability to just kind of, they sense when something is off. I think it's just interesting that, Rebecca, aka Ravka, aka Rebecca. I think I'm saying her name right in Paleo Hebrew, but she had this. She wanted to know. She wanted to know the answer as to why there's something going on in her womb, and just the clarification of the Heavenly Father to say, "Yeah, this is exactly what's going on. You're right to think that something's up." But yeah, like you said, it's pretty revealing.
Yes, yeah, it is. Babies kick and, they flip and turn and all that stuff in the womb. But also in this case, there was a battle going on in the womb. So not only were they flipping and turning and, doing the things that babies normally do in the womb, but they were also battling in the womb.
Yeah.
So yeah, she definitely knew something was up. So yeah, for sure. All right. Now, Qadash, Lashawan, Qadash, and I have Qadash here. Have it in the modern Hebrew script. Couldn't really get the Paleo to work on all my screens. So that's still kind of a challenge sometimes, get the paleo script to come across. But Lashawan Qadash, this language, Lashawan means language. And it is a covenant identity, even in the letters of the language. And I find it very interesting. And we're going to look at 3 specific words that show this identity and what it means. The deeps cry out in the tongue of creation. The tongue of creation, Lashawan, the language, Qadash, set apart, the set apart language. And it's different. It is different from any other language on earth. And let's look at that. If identity is written, then your name reveals your assignment. The next episode breaks down Yahawah, Yasharahla, and Yahawah, letter by letter.